Hey there, I'm Steve, and welcome to Jamsin Entertainment, and welcome to the conversation. Just before we get started, there are many ways you can help. You can like and subscribe so you never miss a conversation, but most importantly, please share this video. Get the word out there as a community we can talk about all things that we love. I recently just saw Sonic 2. This is what I thought the first movie was going to be. Strictly made for kids. The first movie definitely fit a general audience very well. This one definitely aimed at kids. I don't know why they went this route when the first movie worked out so well. They could have just done that again. And the other part that makes this movie not nearly as good as the first one is how they balance the time between Sonic and the humans. Because there's an entire B plot that is completely and utterly useless. There's tons of different ways they could have done that. Part of the B plot in the first movie, let's go back there. The sister of Maddie, Rachel, she doesn't like Tom, also known as Donut Lord, as Sonic affectionately calls him. In the first movie, she gives no explanation as to why she doesn't like Tom. I mean, the guy has a stable job, a great house, and he gets a job that he really wants, which is to be a police officer in San Francisco instead of the small town that he lives in. Which doesn't come back! He's not a cop in San Francisco in this one, he's just kind of there. I guess because part of the subplot is that Rachel is getting married, but they never give a reason for her not to like him, and yet he seems to have this vendetta against him. None of it makes sense, and it's all completely useless in the movie. Now, the movie did have a very strong start, and I thought it was going to set the tone for the movie, and unfortunately, it didn't. It starts out with Robotnik. It shows you what he's been up to since he got stranded on the Mushroom World, and that's very fun to watch. And it's also how they introduce Knuckles and how they team up. As soon as they're done, like within the first 10 minutes of the movie, that's where it starts to fall apart. Now, when they introduce Tails and he's interacting with Sonic, that's fun. Most of the stuff where it's just Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Robotnik, that is done pretty well. But it's not done nearly as well as in the first one. Mostly because this kind of suffers from sequel-itis. Robotnik is still looking for the ultimate power so he can take over the world. And even himself says, take over the galaxy, then the universe, then the multiverses, and then maybe I'll be satisfied. And Jim Carrey, he's not nearly as fun in this one as he is in the first one. Oh, they still told him, like, do your 90s shtick, Jim. Another thing about all of this, yes, Sonic is for kids. I grew up playing it. There were 2 TV shows. One that was like a goofy kids show. The other one was a little more serious but still for kids, but it actually had like a plot to it and character growth and all that stuff. I grew up with both versions of Sonic. And I don't know why they just can't make something like, okay, I think the real kid one, the campy one, was like just Sonic the Hedgehog. And I think the one that was for a little more mature kids, like maybe 12, 13-year-old kids, I think that might have been like The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. I can't remember. Why can't they just make a movie either based off that TV show or just take the characters from that TV show and make a movie out of that? Why does there need to be any humans at all? I thought I was going to be having this conversation about the first movie, but now I'm having it about the second movie. There's just not a good balance there. If you're a Sonic fan, I think you will enjoy this movie regardless because you get to see Sonic and he's pretty true to the character that he's been the entire life of Sonic, for the most part. But if you're looking for something that's more true to the source material, this is not it. I mean, the first movie wasn't either, but this one gets further away from it. It's because of the humans. If you have kids, you go watch it with your kids, you're obviously going to have a good time. I personally, this is the only time I'm going to see it. I'm not going to get it on Blu-ray or anything. That's just me. So those are my thoughts on Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you like what you saw, like it. If you think other people like it, share it. If you really liked it, hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching and live your imagination.